Military music at Navy Band Great Lakes has a long, rich history. The first musician, a bugler, arrived in 1908 to the then new Naval Training Center, and the band was officially established in 1911 when the first recruits arrived for training. During World War I, the illustrious John Philip Sousa led the Navy Band in training more than 1,500 musicians for the Navy. Today's members carry on that noble tradition in the spirit of their motto, Pride in Service. With a wide range of performing ensembles, this talented group of professional military musicians appears in hundreds of parade, concert, school, public, and recruiting performances throughout its 11-state area each year as the Navy's ambassadors to the Midwest. The Commander, Naval Service Training Command, Rear Admiral Mike Bernacchi, is proud to present the men and women of Navy Band Great Lakes. To honor those who have served, Navy Band Great Lakes will conclude today's concert with a performance of the Armed Forces Medley. As your service song is played, please stand to recognize you or your friendly service to our country. United States Army. The drum major for today's concert is musician First Class Catherine Kolonowski, and conducting Navy Band Great Lakes is Chief Musician Brandon Barbie. Another acknowledgement, please, for their outstanding performance this morning. The parade of graduates is underway and will arrive at Midway Ceremonial Hall in just a few moments. Please make sure that all personal items are clear of the aisles and the drill deck. Guests in the balcony are reminded that standing along the rails is prohibited for the remainder of the ceremony. We know that your sailors will have many wonderful and amazing stories for you about their boot camp experience. However, at this time, we offer some video evidence that reveals our side of the story.
Good morning, and welcome to Recruit Training Command and today's graduation. We are very excited to have all the family and friends of our sailors both here and online. You are about to watch the formal transition from recruit to full-fledged sailor in the world's greatest and most powerful Navy. As we honor the accomplishments of America's best and brightest, we must also honor the family and friends of these new sailors. Without you and your steadfast support and devotion, this day would not be possible. Throughout our nation's history, the secret to our military success has always been the military families that stand the watch at home and always support their sailors. The Department of Defense has made the determination that the men and women graduating today have what it takes, and that's thanks to you. So on behalf of the United States Navy, thank you, and welcome to the Navy family. This celebration is not just for our graduates, but for you as well. Take special pride in what your sailor has accomplished and the tremendous journey they are about to embark on. They are our future. Thank you again for your support and all you do to help keep America safe and strong. Enjoy the ceremony, and again, welcome to our Navy family.
salute the states and territories whose sons and daughters will graduate today.
Delaware,
Pennsylvania, New Jersey,
Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts,
Maryland,
South Carolina,
New Hampshire,
Virginia, New York,
North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont,
Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana,
Mississippi,
Illinois, Alabama, Maine, Missouri,
Arkansas, Michigan,
Florida, Texas, Iowa, Wisconsin,
California, Minnesota,
Oregon, Kansas, West Virginia, Nevada, Nebraska,
Colorado, North Dakota,
South Dakota, Montana, Washington,
Idaho,
Wyoming, Utah,
Oklahoma,
New Mexico, Arizona,
Alaska,
Hawaii, District of Columbia, Puerto Rico,
Guam,
American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, Virgin Islands,
state flags, order, arms. And now we invite you to join the staff of Recruit Training Command in welcoming the graduating divisions with their applause as they enter Midway Ceremonial Hall and are announced in the following order.
Division 107. Division 108. Division 806. Division 807. Division 808. Today's graduating performing unit is Division 913. Division 913 provides the Arrival Honor Staff, Honor Guard, the Recruit Review Commander, Adjutant, and Graduate to provide support assignments for today's graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Thank you. Divisions. Right. Face. Section leaders, fall out and collect outer garments. Divisions. Counter. March. Divisions, halt.
Prepare for review. At a normal interval, dress left, dress. Ready, front, left, face, at close interval, dress right, dress. Ready, front, right, face, parade, rest.
May I have your attention, please? For the remainder of the review, no one will be permitted to pass in front of the review stand. And we ask this as a courtesy to our reviewing officer. Photography is certainly encouraged, but we ask that you remain seated and off the drill deck. The photographers you will see on deck throughout the review are the official photographers of Recruit Training Command. Division commanders, left or right, face, parade, rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Lieutenant Simon Bennett, Recruit Training Command's Drill Division Officer. I would like to welcome you to today's Pass and Review. Today you will see 12 divisions comprised of 899 sailors participate in their graduation ceremony and soon join the most powerful Navy in the world. Please draw your attention to the Union position at center deck. There is the Review Commander and staff. The Review Commander is responsible for conducting the graduation ceremony. Today's Review Commander is Recruit Devin Townsend from Yuma, Arizona. Let's give him a hand, folks. Performing today is the Triple Threat Unit on their 6th week of training, State Flags Unit on their 7th week, and graduating is the Staff Unit on their 8th and final week of training. These units are comprised entirely of recruits. During their night of arrival, all recruits are placed into divisions of 88 personnel and assigned their division commanders. Recruit division commanders form the backbone of recruit training and are the key individuals in the life of every recruit. Division commanders must serve as counselors, disciplinarians, administrators, and military leaders. Above all, they must show themselves as outstanding examples of military bearing, appearance, attitude, and behavior. Each division also has a recruit chief petty officer. This is a senior recruit who supervises the divisional staff positions in the absence of their division commanders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the graduating divisions, their division commanders, and crew chief petty officers. As I introduce each division, they will raise the competitive flags they've earned throughout their training. As I introduce each recruit chief petty officer, the flag representing their home state will also be raised. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been completed. I will be starting from their right. Division 101. Commanded by Chief Petty Officer Justin Chisholm. Petty Officer First Class Heather Townsend. Petty Officer Second Class Abraham Vasquez. And their recruit chief petty officer, Seaman Courtney Durant from Asheboro, North Carolina. Division 102. Commanded by Senior Chief Petty Officer Daniel Eiswald. Petty Officer First Class Christian McGee. Petty Officer First Class Sasha Brinkley. And their recruit chief petty officer, Seaman Kevin Hansen from Princeton, Minnesota. Division 103. Commanded by Chief Petty Officer Richard Smith. Petty Officer First Class Ryan Ronner. Petty Officer First Class Calvin Martin. And their recruit chief petty officer, Seaman Amir Carter from Suffolk, Virginia. Division 104. Commanded by Petty Officer First Class Chad Grinnell. Petty Officer First Class Kyle Rhodes. Petty Officer Second Class Hampton Austin. And their recruit chief petty officer, Seaman Andrew Kafka from Chandler, Arizona. Division 105. Commanded by Petty Officer First Class Daniel Mitchell. Petty Officer First Class Larry Gatewood. Petty Officer First Class Adriana Ashley. And their recruit chief petty officer, Seaman Emmett Keller from Marietta, Georgia. Division 106. Commanded by Chief Petty Officer Todd Walton. Petty Officer First Class Maria Leona Guerrero. Petty Officer First Class Eric Jensen. And their recruit chief petty officer, Seaman Carly Garris from Coral Springs, Florida. Division 107. Commanded by Chief Petty Officer Enver Sevilla Martinez. Petty Officer First Class Reed Johnson. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Silk Woods from Jennings, Louisiana. Division 108. Commanded by Chief Petty Officer Cedric Jenkins. Petty Officer Second Class Kyle Hernandez. Petty Officer Second Class Christian Carbonetto. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Chester Taylor Gray from McDonough, Georgia. Division 806. Commanded by Petty Officer First Class Benjamin Beach. Petty Officer First Class Paolo Trinidad. Petty Officer Second Class Carmen Zello. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Jackson Douglas from Rochester, Minnesota. Division 807. Commanded by Chief Petty Officer Samuel Jones. Petty Officer First Class Courtney Brown. Petty Officer First Class Kyle Pazian. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Matthew Lee from San Jose, California. Division 808. Commanded by Chief Petty Officer Rodney Rozier. Petty Officer Second Class George Monterez. Petty Officer Second Class Joseph Hayes. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Thomas Ginsberg from Coram, New York. Division 913. Commanded by Petty Officer First Class Christopher Collins. Petty Officer First Class Nolan Mason. Petty Officer Second Class Jordan Ilbrey. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Joshua Ackerman from Moco, Nevada. On behalf of the Commanding Officer and staff of Recruit Training Command, we congratulate these Division Commanders and Recruit Chief Petty Officers on a job well done. In a moment, you will see the ceremonial side boys, bosun, and honor guard take their places for arrival honors. This time-honored tradition is our formal greeting to this morning's reviewing officer. When requested by the announcer, please stand for the arrival honors, marching out of the colors, national anthem, and the invocation. As a reminder, military guests shall remain covered throughout the entire graduation ceremony. And ladies and gentlemen, one final note. As befitting the importance of this occasion, our ceremony is conducted in a formal manner. However, we do encourage you to participate in today's graduation ceremony by letting your applause show your sailors just how proud of them you are. Once again, welcome aboard.
Will the guests please rise and remain standing for the arrival of the official party?
Time orderly, strike 4 bells.
Recruit Training Command, arriving.
Order! Arms!
Training Support Center, Hampton Roads, arriving.
Order! Arms!
The guests may be seated.
Morning, Captain. Honor guard standing by for inspection. Sir! Inspection! On! Thank you for your inspection comment, sir! Right shoulder, on! Morning. Close range. On! Right. Face. Forward. Left. 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 Color guard! Parade the colors!
Will the guests please rise? Present arms. Arms. Order, arms. Chaplain Grooms will offer this morning's invocation.
Let us pray. And Father, we thank you for the opportunity to come before you today to celebrate the great accomplishment of these now sailors. We thank you for their successful completion of boot camp here at Recruit Training Command. We thank you for their RDCs, instructors, facilitators, and staff that have molded and shaped them into our newest sailors. And we thank you for their family and friends that are here today to show their love and support and to encourage them in their future endeavors. So as our newest sailors go forth, grant them protection and the spiritual anchors of faith, hope, and love. And may their lives always reflect our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. We ask your blessings on this country, all who serve, and each one that is here today. Amen.
Our guests may be seated. At this point, the commanding officer would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Then, the unit commanders would face about and relay the information to their divisions. Today's events show how orders are passed through the chain of command.
Divisions! Report! Very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Very well.
Division 106, all present are accounted for, sir.
Very well.
Division 107, all present are accounted for, sir.
Very well.
Division 108, all present are accounted for, sir.
Very well.
Division 806, all present are accounted for, sir.
Very well.
Division 807, all present are accounted for, sir.
Very well. Very well.
Division 913, all present are accounted for, sir.
Very well. All division personnel are accounted for, sir. Very well. The Sailors' Creed. Captain. I present the graduating divisions. Request permission to commence the review.
Very well, commence the review.
Aye, sir.
Seats, please.
Open! Rest!
Sound off!
Good morning. I'm Captain Eric Thors, Commanding Officer of Recruit Training Command. Last night, about 12 hours ago, this place was flooded with about 2 inches of water. And about 100 sailors came together and made it possible by cleaning it up and making this morning possible for us to graduate these young men and women. So, real quick, can we give a hand I welcome you to this morning's recruit graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where our Navy heritage meets the future, and where these young men and women entered the profession of arms. Division 913 graduates today. They are the staff unit providing arrival honor staff, honor guard, recruit review commander, adjutant, and support for the ceremony. Please join me in giving them a hand for their outstanding performance. Welcome to our reviewing officer, Captain Matthew Rick, Commanding Officer, Training Support Center, Hampton Roads. I would also like to welcome and recognize the veterans in our audience for their service to our country. Would our veterans please stand? I am pleased to welcome the families and friends of these graduates who have come here today to share this significant milestone with our newest sailors. The men and women of Recruit Training Command are dedicated to providing the United States Navy basically trained, physically fit, and sharply disciplined sailors like those whom you see before you. They and others like them serve as the bedrock of our naval forces. They give our Navy its combat edge, and they enable us to help keep this nation secure. These sailors have successfully completed 8 weeks of demanding recruit training. They have recently demonstrated their knowledge and their courage during battle stations. They have earned the right to wear the uniform recognized throughout the world as a symbol of freedom. This training group is ready to graduate and serve in the world's most powerful Navy. Now, before they graduate, family and friends, when I say they're graduated, you need to show them how much you love them by screaming, stomping, really show it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 899 of the newest and sharpest sailors in the United States Navy.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Recruit Training Command's competitive system among individual recruits and division promotes teamwork, attention to detail, and pride in accomplishment. Divisions performing above standards throughout their training are awarded recognition flags in the following mission areas: academic achievement, military drill, compartment readiness, and physical fitness. These flags are carried as a visible symbol of the division's success. Each flag indicates that your sailors, individually and as teams, met performance standards in one or more mission areas.
Parade! Rest!
Captain Rick will now present this week's individual awards, and he will be joined on the drill deck by our commanding officer, Captain Thors. It is our pleasure to recognize the review commander for today's ceremony, Seaman Devin Townsend, Division 913 from Yuma, Arizona. Throughout his training, Seaman Townsend has exhibited great pride in the naval service and has consistently demonstrated his potential as an effective leader. He has maintained a high standard of personal appearance and an excellent display of military bearing and command voice. Congratulations on your outstanding achievement. Well done, sailor.
Morning, Captain. Seaman Pickering, reporting.
For achieving the highest overall academic score during recruit training, Seaman Ryan Pickering, Division 808 from West Palm Beach, Florida, has earned the Academic Excellence Award, which is sponsored by the Lake Defiance chapter of the Illinois Society of the Sons of the American Revolution. Seaman Pickering receives a letter of commendation from the commanding officer. Well done, sailor.
Morning, Captain. Seaman McCann reporting.
For having displayed extraordinary qualities best expressing the American spirit of honor, initiative, and loyalty, Seaman Michael McCann, Division 807 from Seattle, Washington, is awarded the Navy League Award, which is sponsored by the Navy League of the United States. Seaman McCann is presented with a commemorative plaque and a letter of commendation from the commanding officer. Well done, sailor.
Morning, Captain. Seaman Pavlik reporting.
Seaman Andrew Pavlik, Division 806 from Omaha, Nebraska, is the winner of the United Service Organization Award for best exemplifying the spirit and intent of the word shipmate. Seaman Pavlik is given a commemorative plaque from the United Service Organization. Well done, sailor.
Morning, Captain. Seaman Kuzak reporting.
Seaman Alexander Cusack, Division 806 from Lincoln, Nebraska, is the recipient of the Military Order of the World Wars Award of Merit. This award is presented for meritorious performance during recruit training. Seaman Cusack is presented with a commemorative plaque from the Military Order of the World Wars. Well done, sailor.
Good morning, Captain. Seaman Pappalardo reporting.
The Military Officers Association Leadership Award is presented to Seaman Michael Pappalardo, Division 808 from White Plains, New York, for demonstrating exceptional tenacity and professionalism. Seaman Pappalardo is awarded a letter of commendation from our commanding officer. Well done, sailor.
Morning, Captain. Seaman Grow reporting.
Seaman Austin Grote, Division 808 from Orange, California, is the recipient of the Navy Club of the United States of America Military Excellence Award for best exemplifying the qualities of enthusiasm, devotion to duty, military bearing, and teamwork. This award places him at the pinnacle of today's newest sailors. He is awarded a flag letter of commendation. Seaman Grote, the staff of Recruit Training Command salutes you as the finest of this group of graduates. Well done, sailor.
Divisions! Attention!
It is appropriate to recognize such outstanding individual accomplishments by these sailors with a round of 3 cheers. The adjutant will lead all graduating divisions in 3 cheers for this morning's award winners.
Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
I have the distinct pleasure this morning of introducing our reviewing officer, Captain Matthew Rick, Commanding Officer, Training Support Center, Hampton Roads. He graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy in 1994 and is also a graduate of the U.S. Naval War College and the National Defense University's Eisenhower School, formerly Industrial College of the Armed Forces. Captain Rick's 1st Division officer assignments were aboard USS Spruance and USS Stark. He next was flag selected to teach seamanship and navigation at the Naval Academy. He served his first department head tour aboard USS Spruance as Combat Systems Officer. In May 2003, Captain Rick was selected to serve as the first Surface Warfare Officer assigned as Executive Officer aboard USS Grapple. As a post-department head, he served as the Flag Secretary to Commander Carrier Strike Group 12. In February 2007, he reported to USS Donald Cook as Executive Officer. He next reported to Commander Destroyer Squadron 2 and served as Chief Staff Officer. Captain Rick took command of USS Stephen W. Groves in Mayport, Florida in 2010 and was her final commanding officer. Following command, he attended the Industrial College of the Armed Forces and upon graduation in 2013, reported to the Naval Academy as Executive Assistant to the Superintendent. Departing the Naval Academy in 2015, he reported to Commander Carrier Strike Group 10 and served as Operations Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm Recruit Training Command welcome to an outstanding sailor, Captain Matthew Rick.
Good morning. Thank you, Captain Thors, for the kind introduction. Welcome to our distinguished guests, and most importantly to the family and friends of the sailors in front of us. It is a great privilege to be part of this graduation and see the vibrant and fresh young faces of the fine young men and women who are now part of the world's finest Navy. For the parents and family and friends in the crowd, I thank each one of you for the integral role you have played in your sailors' lives and their success up to this point. You've helped shape your son or daughter into a citizen who wanted to be part of something larger than themselves. It was a big and mature decision made by each of these sailors to join the all-volunteer force that make up the defenders of our great country. They have made a commitment to themselves, their Navy, their country. As parents, you may have questioned their decision to enlist in the Navy. But what is important is that you supported them and loved them. As a parent of 2 daughters myself, I can attest that your job as a parent will never stop. You will never stop worrying about your kids. In fact, I left home July 1st, 1990, and I raised my hand to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And on July 2nd, I joined the Navy. My mother, who's now 75, still worries about me. But she and my late father were always proud of me and my accomplishments. So whether these sailors stay for a few years or a lifelong career, the time that these sailors spend in the service of their country will be a series of steps in their lives with their family, their friends, and that they can be proud of today, tomorrow, and well into the future. So thank you for raising your children to be part of the 0.4% of the United States population that's serving currently on active duty, and the 7% of the populations that are veterans. In return, our Navy and country is equally committed to them. That commitment started here at Recruit Training Center, Great Lakes. Our Navy family will take care of your sailor and make sure that they are educated and trained so that they are well prepared to do their jobs in the fleet, meet mission tasking, and return home to their loved ones. The Navy understands that our greatest asset is our people. They are what make our organization go. A ship, a submarine, or an aircraft is just a hulk of steel and wires about the men and women who make up the crew who bring those objects to life and bring them personality. To the Crew Training Center Great Lakes staff, thank you for returning to the bedrock of our Navy to train, guide, and mentor the next generation of sailors who will defend our country. You were once in their shoes, being molded yourselves, and you return to pass on your legacy to create another link in the chain of our great Navy. Your dedication in putting service above self has transformed young and naive recruits into well-disciplined sailors who stand before this crowd today and they're ready to serve. To the sailors, your Navy crew will mold you into patriots who will selflessly serve in times of peace and war, at all hours of the day, in all corners of the globe. Now retired Vice Admiral John Christian, who retired this past December, once said, "I know how much this Navy has given me. What an interesting life it has been. It has provided me an opportunity to make my parents proud of me, my friends proud of me." Today is just one of your many steps that you will take to make your parents and your friends proud of you. Your adventure has just begun, and as some of you out there on the parade deck may have doubts about your future as you graduate from Recruit Training Center Great Lakes, and head out for more training and onward out to the fleet. Let me reassure you, you are the best and brightest beacons of our freedom our country has to offer. You have made a good and honorable decision to serve and preserve the freedoms that our country enjoys. You've chosen to serve our country at a time when it is most needed, when America is in tight competition amongst great powers, but also involved in battles with terrorist groups around the world. America must continue to project power on the high seas and in the air, and we will rely on highly trained sailors to do so with motivation and dedication to their jobs, to ensure our Navy is ready wherever the call comes for us to fight and win. You have proven yourself worthy of wearing the uniform of the United States Sailor. I encourage each of you to do your best and to continue this journey. Keep your wits about you, learn all that you can, and be good followers so you can develop into be great leaders. Aspire to greatness, for there is nothing you cannot achieve if you put your mind to it. I leave you with a quote. I've slightly modified it to bring it a little bit more into the modern times. President John F. Kennedy said, "I can imagine no more rewarding a career. Any man and woman who may be asked in this century what they did to make his or her life worthwhile, I think can respond with a great deal of pride and satisfaction. I served in the United States Navy." Congratulations, sailors. May God bless you, our Navy, and the United States of America. Thank you.
Captain Brick will now receive the salute of the graduating divisions, and he will be joined on the drill deck by our commanding officer, Captain Thors. Please remain seated until your graduates have been placed on liberty. Please join me in one more round of appreciation for our wonderful musicians of Navy Band Great Lakes. Flags. Post. Section leaders, fall out and retrieve outer garments. Midway ceremonial drill hall will be closing at the conclusion of today's graduation. Please check the area around you to ensure you have all your possessions. For those families with strollers, please retrieve them as you exit the drill hall. All graduates are reminded that they will be in full uniform of the day, including all outer garments, prior to exiting the drill hall. Families are asked to remain indoors until the large door to the left of the drill hall is raised and are directed by the staff to exit the drill hall. Thanks again to each and every one of you for joining us on this most memorable of Navy days. And without further delay, now hear this, Liberty Call, Liberty Call!